What's that, boys?
Welcome back to the NBA. This is Josh Roth alongside with Rudy Diamond in a great night of NBA basketball. We have two semifinal games back to back, so stay tuned. This game, we'll start with Netzach versus Chafetz Chaim.
Oh yeah.
Two amazing teams high in the leaderboards. They came here. They played well throughout the whole season. They proved to everyone in the league that they really are them.
Yeah. Said it well.
Big contenders, they're fan favorites here. Who haven't missed a shot tonight. They look like they're on it tonight. They look like they want to win.
Yeah, they got her bright and early at about 5 o'clock for a 6:15 game. They were ready to rumble.
Tip-off is underway.
Oh man, you hear the Nets outside and they are getting loud.
Netzach in the building. If you win this game, you're going right to the finals. This is a very high coveted tournament, a very high league. Making it to the finals is a big opportunity for your school to show dominance to others.
Oh yeah, it's the ultimate showing of pride. That you came out on top. All these local schools are battling it out for the top, and you're the one that prevailed. We got this is the 1-4 matchup, the first matchup of the day, and obviously being the 1 seed, the Cavs are favored, but they don't have an easy opponent on the other side with the Netzach Knights, and this is going to be a tough game all the way through.
Next matchup is May versus YFR. They just played last week. This is a back-to-back doubleheader game for May. May beat YFR last week.
In OT.
In the nick of time.
Yeah.
They were down by 6. AR coming in clutch with 2 threes to tie up the game and ended up bringing it into OT and taking the dub. So that's going to be a very highly anticipated matchup next after this game. Stay tuned for that game.
Well, yeah, with these games, especially now that it's the playoffs, nobody is willing to give any ground. Any lead and you're fighting for your life. And that's exactly what those teams did. Wow, you hear that inspirational.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Look at the Netzach.
It's going to be very hard for the Chafetz Chaim side to rival that, especially because the numbers don't even out at all.
There's more coming, by the way.
Now, if you look at the left side, you see Chafetz Chaim. They're missing their starting center, Sultan. And that's going to be big for them, a big presence down in the paint. And on the right, you got the Netzach Knights, and it looks like they're missing their star shooting guard, Baron. He's in the crowd with the rest of the Netzach fans. As tip taken by Netzach, but the Hari gets it off the jump around the hoop, and he gets it to finish. Quick bucket right off the gates, and Chafetz Chaim takes that quick 2-0 lead.
Sultan out, this is an opportunity for other players to prove themselves. They are a great team, and I'm sure that the other players can prove themselves.
Well, it's an opportunity, but it's also your only chance, because if you fail to prevail this time, there is no next time. You're going to have to wait a full year. Mendel, who I was apparently pronouncing his name wrong, I thought it was Mendel, which I like better. But it ends up in a turnover, and Guggenheim comes up with the ball. Guggenheim puts the full court to Virtualizer, but a turnover. I want to give, it was the out of bounds called, and it's going to be going the other way for Netzach. But I want to just throw it out there. I want to give an apology to Virtualizers, who's the only guy on the Chafetz Chaim's team whose name I mispronounced, but we got it all figured out. So there you go on behalf of the Virtualizers. Wallach deep into the paint, the Hari knocks it away. And the Hari's really showing his leadership right away with that quick bucket and now that steal. You hear the
Hari driving into the paint. Hard take. Down Netzach.
That was a lot of.
They love sharing the ball, and that's great teamwork. And that's what defines the championship. Trusting your teammates, driving in a hard take.
Guggenheim's going to take it up. Mendel pressing on his back. Cuts through. Foul. And one. Tough take by Guggenheim. And you see the Chavetz Chaim crowd.
Not really.
What there is of it. Yeah.
What's there? They're going pretty loud. Like the Kings the other night, you saw.
I did not see, no, but
There was a buzzer beater, and they broke the mics in the stadium.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. It was pretty cool.
First free throw and only free throw.
Teigman, long reach getting that ball. How tall do you think Teigman is?
Comment down below.
Comment down below, let us know. Here's lanky and long. Let's see if he can great for them on offense as Braun tries jumping the passing lane, unable to. Mendel gets it one-on-one with Guggenheim. Teigman, high post, good ball movement, can't get anywhere. Virtualizer out on Mittman. Wallach into the paint and taken away by the cutting Guggenheim. Over to Virtualizer, full court. Fast break layup falls.
They're playing very fast. They really want to win. You can see it in every step.
Yeah, they have that energy right now.
They're playing basketball on a football field.
Yeah, I didn't get what you were saying there at first because it's clearly a basketball court. But Mittman trying to break the drought. 0 points so far for Netzach, closing in on 4 minutes gone. Mendel up at the top, gives it over to, forgot his name. Wallach into the paint, tough take, no good. Big body of Dahari getting in the way, not letting Wallach finish. We're gonna
score 6-0.
Looks to extend for three. No good, that was a deep one. Mendel's gonna look to slow it down again. He's got Dimmerstein and Mittman flanking him, gives it over to Mittman, the 9th grader. Mendel dribbling, staying on his left side. It looks like he's very reliant on that strong hand. Back to Mendel. Braun not letting him get to Dimmerstein. Good denial defense and no movement right now for the Netzach, and they can't get anywhere. Gets over the high post, nothing going. Dimmerstein to Wallach, Teigman, baseline jumper, too long, but Wallach skies for the board. And it's going to be a jump ball, good hustle. And Dahari has his fingerprints everywhere, literally everywhere. The first bucket of the game. He got the steal right after. Now he's just on the boards, playing defense, getting that jump ball. He's just been doing everything. Teigman unable to get the play to start, but eventually gets it in. Dimmerstein has it in the corner. Pump fake, Mendel into the paint. And he's instantly double teamed. Kaiserstein out to the floor, and Guggenheim's going to come away with it, looking to extend the 6-0 lead. Dimmerstein, that's over to Hari. Hari for three, in and out, and Wallach comes up with the board. Now, the Netzach Knights have strung together a bunch of stops in the last couple of possessions, but let's see if they could follow that up with a score. On the offensive side of the ball, nothing going on. It's just going back to Mendel every play, and they can't create anything. Ooh, shifty move, gets into the paint, loses it, throws it off of Guggenheim, heads up play to retain the possession.
That was a great take. Shifted the defender off, couldn't quite finish it. For the pass outwards, couldn't quite reach it.
Yeah, but that time, he actually, he showed a little bit of aggressiveness and assertiveness, and now you see the nerves of Netzach. And they're expecting their teammates to do the hard stuff, but sometimes you got to take matters into their own hands, and that's exactly what Mendel did right there. Dahari checks in for Kaiserstein, and that's a big size replacement, downsize. And let's see how Netzach reacts to this. Mittman gets the ball into the corner. Mittman's a great shooter, can't leave him open from anywhere on that three-point line. But hasn't got a single shot up yet. Dimmerstein up to Mendel. Mendel goes around the screen. Three, no good. Braun drops it, and there's going to be a travel call. Now, Netzach looks like they made a little bit of adjustment here. They're going to go with the full court press, and they have a good press as they come up with the steal. Mittman over to Wallach. Wallach usually a great scorer, but hasn't been effective recently. As Mendel manages to hit the sideline before he hits the rim on that three-point line, and that is not the idea.
6-0 Chavetz Chaim. Already 7 minutes into the first half. 13 minutes left.
What just happened? Oh, Dahari is wearing a chain, which is not permitted, and he just got called out for it. I guess you got to stay chained to the rules. Oh, heads up play by Guggenheim, throwing it off of Wallach, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Down to touch the ball.
Oh.
The ball apparently is out of bounds. Going to try deflecting it off of the Netzach player. It's going to be a Netzach ball.
Yeah, well, that time Netzach, they did what they had to do. As you see, the Netzach coaches communicating to their big man. But they forced him to try to dribble through a press, and that's not what you could do. You cannot afford to do that.
You got to pass you.
Exactly.
You got to put somebody in the middle of the floor. You got to people up to the middle. Pass back to Menzel.
You saw Guggenheim. Guggenheim is asking for a clear path foul right there, and I'm not exactly sure about that. No, I don't think he was so far ahead of the defender that it would have been a clear path foul. But it shows a certain level of aggressiveness. Guggenheim comes up with the steal, and the Netzach just looking frazzled right now. We saw last week the Eagles' Nay was a little bit, out of sorts, not scoring for 10 minutes as the 3 ugly miss off the backboard. But now it's gone 8 minutes and counting, and Netzach hasn't had a bucket yet. Time hasn't scored in a while either, but let's see if Netzach can capitalize.
Yeah!
Dahari, hands up, saying that he stays straight up on that back down by Wallach, but it's going to send Wallach to the line for 2.
Wallach throughout the whole year, he's the average free throw shooter. Let's see what he can knock down now.
Do you have the glide setting on? You want to put it on?
Wallach, on the first points for Netzach.
Now Tajikistan is going to check in for Braun, trying to bulk up. They saw Wallach had his way in the paint with Dahari, and they're going to try to buffer up their paint a little bit on the block.
Triangle!
2 free throws good for Netzach, and they finally got their first points, but still haven't made a field goal yet tonight. Oh, the foul's called. Dahari. Yeah, you know what? They got him on the arm, trying to dribble through the press again, so they kind of bailed him out. But, got them past the half-court line safely. See Dahari communicating, trying to orchestrate the offense. Guggenheim surveys. Yes, Tajikistan, versalizer, high post. Goes over to Dahari. Dahari on the wing. Tajikistan down low.
Yeah, 35 open in the paint. Tajikistan.
Tajikistan looked like he had a shot. Back to Mendel for 3.
Mendel!
And now all of a sudden 2 possessions and it's a 1-point game. Guggenheim has to get it over the half-court line. He's going to try to dribble again. Starts throwing it off of Wallach.
Can't get it to fall.
Now Chavis is going to they're going to call timeout and try to, get their guys collected.
What they're doing is they're trapping them. I'm going to try to record, trying to get that 8-second ball. You get over the line, but they get stolen as this trap occurring.
Yeah, well, Guggenheim realizes he has to get it above the half-court line before a 10-second violation is called. Obviously gets bailed out by Shia Wallach trying to be Magic Johnson, which he isn't. But great press defense and great pressure by this Netzach team. Got themselves right back in the game. A low-scoring, grinded-out type of matchup. 10 minutes to go. 6-5, Chavis Chaim. All right, let's see if there are any substitutions. Chavis Chaim sticking with a tight rotation as well as Netzach. They haven't subbed out a single player yet. Dahari, Guggenheim knocked away. They're going to let it go. That way they have the full 10 seconds to bring it up.
Shout out to the varsity football team.
Wait for it. Go.
What varsity football team are you talking about?
Winning in the semifinals.
Guggenheim with a tough take. He's going to be headed to the line for 2 free throws. Now, here's the thing. Basketball, a lot of time, everything's about consistency. But when you have games of streaks, it's hard to stay in the driver's seat the entire time as Guggenheim misses that. Chavis Chaim started off the game scoring 6 straight points. unanswered by Netzach. But now Netzach's on a 5-0 run of their own as Guggenheim ends that. But you got to try to stay consistent and always have your foot on that gas pedal. So let's see on Netzach. Netzach has the opportunity to tie right now. Any shot. Wallach gets it in the corner. Dahari on him. That's not where you want to be if you're Wallach. Pass fake 3 comes up short. Guggenheim has Virtualizer running, doesn't hit him. He's a lethal scorer. Virtualizer for 3. A little bit of a shooter's touch. Rims around and falls in. And he's got 5 points. That's, he's got as many as Netzach's entire team has right now. He's been key. Bittman up top, Mendel. Dimmerstein, open corner, good flare screen by a timeout called by Netzach. But that was a great play as you saw the high IQ of the big man setting a flare screen for their shooter. And love to see it. Teigman doing his job on that end of the floor. Now JJ, what is one thing that you've seen with the absence of Sultan from the side of Chavetz Chaim, you expected to see, but what's one thing that you've seen somebody else make up for that he would have brought to the table?
I've seen a drive. I've seen a mentality. They want to win. Without Sultan, it's a difficult team. So they're telling every other player, you got to substitute, you got to fill in for him. And every player is stepping into the ring, into the court right now, and they're saying, we're ready to go. We are ready to win. And that's their mindset. They want to win. And they're up by 5. To the half, and they're really showing themselves that they can win.
Yeah, you know what? We saw last week, obviously, an entire game to go. And plenty of time, but right now, Chavetz Chaim looks like they have a pretty good handle on things. Doubling Netzach in points 11 and a half minutes into this matchup. Mendel, open shooter on the wing. Mittman, Virtualizer closes out. Pass fake. His pass fakes are getting the defense jumping. Mendel gives it over to Dimmerstein. He's also a lethal shooter, but hasn't got any shots up so far. Swing, Mendel, middle of the paint. He's going to go up, but Dahari recovered and made sure that he didn't get the and one possibility. Now, JJ, we both play basketball. We'll both be on the May varsity team this coming varsity season. But what is one thing I always think, if you're going to foul somebody, make sure that they can't get that and one. Foul them hard. And I know you're good at fouling people hard. As Wallach goes to the line for 2. Yeah, it's kind of annoying to play with sometimes, but you know what? It's smart basketball, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, but they can lead to attack.
But that is one thing that Dahari did with that extra block after the foul. Some people, they say, play until you hear the whistle. He just plays. He doesn't even hear the whistle.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a technical. Like that.
Yeah.
Attack one.
Oh, it's just, it's a mentality. It's a drive. Look at Wallach's juggling act. The ref apologizes for throwing at him while fixing his yarmulke. But he's a good Jew, so. Wallach plays the first one. Dahari, both Daharis, will be checking out, and it's going to be interesting to see. Yeah. Very small. You got the length and the size.
Triangle.
Do I have any fouls?
But then you also have the rest of your team is very small. So let's see how Chavetz Chaim makes up for it. Guggenheim all the way through. Tajestein, open layup. And that was just
an easy bucket.
Yeah.
Too easy almost. Where was the defense on that?
Center ran full court right under the paint, exactly where he wants to be. You can't afford that if you're Netzach. And he's got the open layup as Mittman tries to answer him. Tough finish.
Play back! Play back!
They're going to need something to get up court for Chavetz Chaim, and he does get up court. Right back to the big man, crashing against the boards. It'll be headed the other way. Netzach basketball.
4-point game, 12-8.
The crowd, that side, the hype is unrivaled in this gym right now. Chavetz Chaim, you're going to want to see some energy to counter it. Mittman, swing, terrible spacing. Mendel and Dimmerstein caught in the same domain. And turnover, and Guggenheim's going to come up with it. The only way to get up court easily right now is if you get defensive stops. Anything after a bucket, and Netzach will be pressing you all the way up. So let's see if Chavetz Chaim is going to, do what they have to do on that side of the end that end of the floor. As the three rims in, second rim three, and Finkelstein.
A quick release looking like Klay Thompson on his peak line. What a beautiful stroke. Ends up in the hoop. What a great shot. 15-8 off its time.
Yeah, almost. You know, Chavetz Chaim has really looked like they've been assertive the whole time. And Wallach is going to go. Wallach goes up strong and goes for the and one, just what we were talking about. 15-10, 5-point lead, 5 minutes to go. And this has been everything we've expected so far. You know, Netzach hasn't played up to their, their ability. But let's see how the end of the first half, if they close, as Wallach misses a free throw off the back of the rim. But a rebound and a foul, and it's going to be Chavetz Chaim's ball. As I'm not sure how many plays or sets Netzach has for, after a bucket, but they're yelling them out. They got X, they got AR or something. Oh! Finkelstein both iterated by wow! Unbelievable shot. He reacted to the crowd counting. They were trying to get in the head of Finkelstein, counting down from 5, and he just put up a bad shot and got rejected. Kind of embarrassed out there. Oh, hey! Wow! He muscles it in. Absolute willpower from Guggenheim. Love to see it out of your point guard. Mendel up, and Braun jumps the passing lane. He's going to go all the way, and he's fouled. He's headed to the line for 2. And Guggenheim is hyped. Yeah, see if we can get that. Unbelievable play. That's it. Wow.
Wow, look at the extension of the arms.
Volleyball spikes it.
Some people won't contest that shot, they'll let it shoot. You know what? You got to give it your all.
100%.
That's when the highlights come in.
Oh, yeah. Kurtz is going to check in for Mendel. Try to give a little spark to this team. But remember, Netzach, they're missing a key offensive piece. As Barron is not playing. I'm assuming he's hurt. Kurtz, he's going to take it up as the point guard. Last year he played a lot of center, so it's definitely a big change for him. Gets it over to Midman, back to Kurtz. He gets it over to Dimmenstein. Intercepted, lazy pass. Yeah! Loses the ball over to Midman, and they're going to have a second chance. They got that extra life power up. And let's see, they hope they don't squander it on the offensive side of the ball. Kurtz gives it over to Teigman, sorry. And another bad pass leads to a Braun turnover. And he's quick in the passing lanes. 1 second he's there, and the next second he's somewhere else. Guggenheim, pull up 3. Oh, almost gets it to fall. But a hard closeout. All right, I'm sorry for the viewers at home, but if you're going to be sitting next to the broadcast, you cannot yell. It overrides the mic. You feel free to sit anywhere else in the crowd, just not here. Or just don't yell. Guggenheim gets the first of 3 to fall.
Can't really see it on camera, sorry about that.
Fundamental basketball. Close.
Free throw shooting in this game has actually been a point here.
Yeah.
A lot of shots were made, and it's 19-10. Most of the shots made off the free throw.
Timeout, yeah. Timeout called, and unlike the last Chavetz Chaim timeout called, this time is a very positive one, just trying to reinforce the troops, kind of, as they 9-point lead for Chavetz Chaim under 3 minutes and a half.
7 fouls for Netzach, only 5 for Chavetz Chaim. Nobody's in foul trouble.
Guggenheim.
Everyone has 1.
You know what? That just means everyone's playing aggressive defense, but not too aggressive. And they're just playing smart basketball.
Mendel has 2. Spreading out those fouls.
Oh, it's key, because when you have a key player in foul trouble, it just messes up the rotation for the entire game. And the onus is kind of on the star players to keep out of foul trouble. Make sure, they're in the clear and their team could function the way they want to. Guggenheim headed to the line to finish a possible 3 free throws. That's just something as a defender you can't do. Textbook basketball. Close out smart on 3-pointers. As Guggenheim gets the second of 3 to fall.
He is static as that free throw has been made.
Wow. You hear jab, obviously a fan favorite from both sides. As Guggenheim rushes in and gets the ball, and that's just great basketball from Guggenheim. And a timeout's going to be called. A little bit of miscommunication.
30-second timeout.
30-second timeout called for Chafetz Chaim, and that was just a great hustle play from the ends of Guggenheim. He just, Wallach thought he was in the clear with that rebound, and he just got the ball ripped away from him. And they're going to retain possession right now. Let's do that. I'm liking Mittman's shoes right now. I like that purple paint.
It's a nice color.
Yeah, I like the combo.
Time rocking white and black shoes.
Well, no, if you look at virtualizers, they have those Curry 8s, a little bit of like a splash of color on the toe. I got some orange, yellow with the blue, a hint of blue on the top. As the crowd is packed tonight, and it's packed to see that move, but he just blew the layup. But it's a great play. 20-10, 10-point lead, doubled in scoring for Chafetz Chaim.
Yeah, Java.
And Netzach is going to want to get something going as Wallach gets a lane to the hoop and rejected by Virtualizer and Dahari. Braun leaking out, layup, and gets it to fall. And this Chafetz Chaim team, they're playing out of this world right now. Mendel, stagnant offense, trying to lead them to something. This Netzach crowd started off hype, but they have not lived up to those expectations. They've had nothing to cheer for. Mittman short on the three, Guggenheim skying in for the rebound. He pushes, and blocked out of bounds, and it's going to be headed the same way.
Wallach showing his extension again. And 21, I can't really read his name. He is doing something for
Wechter, Duvi Wechter. Wechter checks in. Some good defensive play. And knocked out of bounds again. 51 seconds to go in the first half. 12-point lead. Chafetz Chaim looking to extend right now. Cutter, Dahari. Looks like he was pushed in.
There's a no call.
You hear Dahari's daddy yelling it out, and they call a foul there. A little bit of an iffy sequence.
One.
Yeah, you're a little bit early there. Don't worry, you're not missing any action right now. Live time. All right, now you are. We got it. Don't worry about it. Wechter dribbles into the corner over to Kurtz. Mendel, middle of the paint. Oh, Dahari straight up. A tough finish from Mendel. That time we go with Mendel because it looked like he had the red on his side. Dahari is going to look to dribble again. Tough defense. But they're going to call a foul. The coach kicks the ball. And that could have been technical worthy. I caught up with the ref before, and he said the hardest part about being a ref is that, everybody's always has an issue. Either you called a bad foul and that wasn't a foul. On the other side, you missed the call, and right there you hear it from the coaches.
No call while Dahari puts up the first free throw. Dominant competition.
Yeah, I got it. Dahari free throw up. No good. It's a one-on-one. It's a one-on-one. Wechter gets over to Wallach.
That's the ball. Hard drive. 22.
Oh, Mendel. Mittman failing to go up with his opposite hand. And he just blew it. 10 seconds. Braun in the corner for three. No good. Tipped out. Jabs. He got to save, but he was out of bounds. And 3.5 seconds for Netzach to get a shot up to try to build a little bit of momentum going into this halftime break. Currently down 10. Beautiful camera angle. A foul called on Dahari, but are they in the bonus? That's the question. The answer. Wow.
Heads up play by Mendel. He knew that they were going to go hard on him, so he just took the shot.
What a turn of events. If you stay straight up and don't move, that's just, it's, wow, that's a half-court shot, which the odds are very low. But he ended up going at him with the shot up, and he's going to go for 3 free throws as he makes the first one.
It's 22-13. Chafetz Chaim has potential to make it a 10-point game with this shot.
And they do. No, that was terrible math, JJ. That was an 8-point game.
Making an 8-point game right now.
But think, Lefter, at the buzzer, no good. But think about this for a second. If you are Chofetz Chaim, you can live with a half-court shot. The chances of it going in are so slim that even if it does go in, you did what you're supposed to do by letting them shoot it. Now, if I'm trying to play tight defense and not let him get any moves, that's just, it gives them a chance at the free throw line. And although he didn't hit 3, he hit 2 out of 3, and he just gave them a little bit of life going into that halftime break.
If there's one thing I've noticed from Netzach, they're playing the full court press. Diamond, take it away.
Oh,
show us.
Gladly.
Show us what they're doing.
Now, to the average, to the average viewer, this looks like a hockey court, and you would be right. But we transformed it, and now we kind of melted that ice away, and we're just bringing the heat. So you start off right after a bucket only. I'm gonna have, if I'm Chofetz Chaim's gonna be O. They're gonna have somebody taking it out. They're obviously gonna have their point guard, and that's how it's usually gonna be set up. But now, if I'm Netzach on a press, I got my guy here, I got my guy here. Then I got somebody here at like half court area, and I'm gonna have somebody on the other side, and then I'm gonna have somebody to back it all up. Now, what's gonna happen is their point guard will try dribbling through this, bam, 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 right there, and you got these guys are gonna collapse. Then this results in a turnover if used rightly. Now, if he decides to go this way, this and this are gonna crap, and the same things transpire. So the only way to get around it is through passing it around, right? Watch this. Point guard dribbles up, I got my guy, they come here. Now, instead of keeping my guys down court over here, I keep them here and here. These guys close out, you pass it through, I have my big man over here, and then I have my last guy over here. Pass it through, this guy came up to get this ball, open layup, and that's how you do it.
Diamond. That's how you show the average Joe how to do the full
I like that. A little bit of a ring to it. Show the average Joe your full court press. Thank you. That was Coach's Quarter presented by FM Home Loans. Now in the NBA, you see halftime shows. You see trampoline dunkers. You see, what else do you see? You see that woman who balances bowls on her foot on a unicycle. You know what I'm talking about? Red Panda, that's her name. You have
people climbing ladders.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. You got the guy with the dog.
Yeah.
But here we have a game of courtesy. Let's see what we got here. We got some of the local all-stars. Yaakov Klein, Yehuda Gamze, multiple Kafisovs with Snicky, who's looking to get ready, getting a couple shots up for his game later tonight against Meg.
The Nishmas General, he secures probably 75% of their buckets.
You got Yitzi Bleiberg, part of the Chofetz Chaim varsity team. Among a lot of other, notable people here in the building tonight. Let's give my boy Moshinsky. Hold up, who would have thought his name had 3 syllables?
Moshinsky.
It does work. I think, you have to have a minimum. There's got to be the average, you know what I'm saying? The average syllables for a Chofetz Chaim basketball player. Like on a basketball card, they would need to make the font smaller just to fit it on the bottom. You ever collect basketball cards?
No, I collected Pokemon Go cards.
Pokemon cards. Yeah. I think we've all been there.
Probably a solid year in 4th grade.
Yeah.
Gave it up. I actually gave it to my family friend's son, who's delighted.
Oh yeah, that's great to hear. Doing chesed with Pokemon, not something you often hear, but.
You know what? When that 6-year-old sees that Charizard for the first time.
Oh, no better feeling. No better feeling.
It's like an alley-oop dunk, LeBron, Wade. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, exactly. Make some iconic memories and moments.
Shout out Mr. Weiss. He actually had a nice Pokemon collection.
Does he really?
He did. He lost out. I think he sold it.
Oh yeah?
He had some of the original Charizards. I don't really know how much it was worth. He said it was worth a couple grand.
Are you serious?
Sold it for a couple dollars.
Wow.
Lost out on big stuff.
Seemingly a trivial hobby turns into a money-making machine for Mr. Weiss. Wow, look at that alliteration. Money-making machine for Mr. Weiss. But Unbelievable stuff here. Halftime's coming to a close. He's Matas Berkowitz getting some shots up. Good to see him coming back from an ACL tear. Terrible injury to suffer. As we're going to have a young fan step back three. No, but he looks like he has some potential on the court there. All right, halftime closing down. The buzzer sounds, and we should be off and ready to go.
Referees on their phones, not really giving a
Yeah,
call.
let's see. Oh, I forgot about that. I don't know how I forgot about that. There's a Nets game right now. Oh, Kevin Durant, for those who care, is now 14th all-time on the scoring list. Passes Dominique Wilkins, the all-time great.
But he is number one, and he would have done his heart.
Who, Dominique or Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant.
I love Kevin Durant. I'm a huge Nets fan, and he's just been great for the franchise. Yeah. Can we give a shout out to Shmuel Weiss, by the way? He never misses a game except when he has a Giants game to go to.
back.
He's always here. Yeah, he did come after. That's true. But he's just always there, repping and doing what he's got to do for the scorebook. Guys, everybody at home, clapping emojis. W. Shmuel Weiss in the chat, and 20 minutes of basketball down. 20 minutes to go. Let's see what conspires, what goes down. As you might start thinking that Netzach, you might have a delay of game.
And will result into a technical free throw.
You see that Hardy's dad, he's not an official coach, but he's on the court coaching it up as
Delay on game.
delay of game on black, and it's going to be a technical free throw.
We just said this happened to college NCAA team. They forgot their jerseys in the hotel. They had to go back and get it.
Are you serious?
The game 17 minutes late. The game started 1-0 off the technical free throw.
Yeah, the ref having some words with the Netzach coach as he realized just lack of awareness of the time. And I believe it would be a technical free throw. Is that a warning? Because that was a big delay of game.
They weren't even in the gym.
Yeah, that's unusual to see. But all right, another half of basketball playoffs. Let's see what happens. Calling for a travel.
NBA
Doesn't look
playoffs.
like it.
What a time of year. Really.
Guggenheim. 3
Call.
seconds in the paint on Tajirstein. Let's check out. We brought up the shoe game before. Tajirstein, I think, has the nicest kicks on the court. Look at those beauties. I think those are dames. Are those dames? I'm not 100% sure. Mendel, a little behind the back dribble, gets around Wallach, gives it over to Wallach, high post, gets it into Mendel. Mendel, high jumper over to Hari, and he gets that with the fall. And a good start coming out of that break for Netzach. And that got their crowd energized. But that died out just as fast as it started. Braun, pump fake, virtualized, the ball movement knocked out of bounds. And Teigman unable to secure it. But we've seen a different energy from the Knights. Looks like they're repping that shining armor instead of, complaining about the weight
This is
of
when
the
they
metal.
go home. They're down by 6. No, they can always come back. They did it last week. The teams have done throughout the season.
100%.
They want to prove themselves. They prove themselves now. A 3 by time.
Bang! He drills it! And Guggenheim gives the shush to the Netzach crowd as they were starting to chant for defense.
Right away, they saw that the momentum has shifted to Netzach. And Guggenheim said, no way, no foul call.
I'm going to shout out the ref right now. He seems unfazed by the yelling and screaming of the coaches for Netzach. They've been angry all night. That looked like it was all ball, but we're going to call a foul, and it's going to be...
Filled up the fans.
Oh my, yeah, we haven't seen the bleachers this full in a while. Inbound play, gets it over to Mendel, and they're going to reset it. Mittman, he's got Braun on him, gives it a high post. Wallach is good, strong, and he's going to go to the line for an and one opportunity.
It's too easy for him. That was such an easy bucket for Wallach. Right, he's not your average Joe Schmo.
Oh, of course not.
The and one, can he get this way at the fall?
Yeah, well, he's got a beautiful balance of, the ability to score and get to spots, but size, and he's just almost impossible to stay in front of legally.
7-point game. 17-25.
Netzach getting loud. Oh, and a travel's going to be called. Dahari with the turnover. He's upset about that call, but it was the correct call by the referee. 17 minutes to go, and a 7-point game. Looking to cut it down to a 2-possession game if you're Netzach. Mendel hard to the hole, unable to do just that. Guggenheim on it doesn't keep his head up, had the open cutter. Oh, and there's going to be a call there. Going up, and he's going to have to go on for 2. And Guggenheim's just been, he's been the motor. Start off with Dahari, and now Guggenheim's picked up where Dahari left off, and that's just been a tough 1-2 punch to stay in front of. Guggenheim first free throw. Up, but no good. Let's go to Shmuel Weiss, your Shmuel Weiss stat check of the game. How many points does Mr. Guggenheim have as he puts up the second free throw, unable to hit it? But Guggenheim retains possession off of the...
Guggenheim is 7 points.
You know, not crazy. We've seen some much bigger scoring outputs from other players, from him. Zahari got support 3, but a travel as he shuffles the feet. It was a travel, and his dad's shouting at him to calm down. You know, star players, when they get in their own heads and they get angry, that's when their game starts to get away from them, and you can't afford to let that happen if you're Dahari. Mittman puts it up a little bit short, but Wallach's going to go up strong and can't get it to go. But Teigman is going to get the rebound, and he's going to get fouled. Respect to Shea Wallach, who's wearing citrus under his jersey. Yeah.
Great offensive rebounding. You know, their team is on the line here. This is where you see the best basketball, right here.
Let's see it. It's a matter of time before Netzach realizes they have to turn it up, or this is going to be the last basketball game of the season.
Only a 7-point game.
A little roller out of bounds. It's going to stay the same way. Netzach really has to get something going. Obviously, plenty of time to get right back in, but you have to see something positive out of that side. That's over to Dimmerstein, knocked away, back to Dimmerstein. A little bit of an obstructed view. Let's see what happens. A foul is called, and it's going to be on number 3, smaller Dahari, who checked in for his older brother Dahari.
Ref came into the game saying, you know, I'm going to block the camera every possession I could.
Mittman open off of the ball, off of the inbound play. Great pass from the big man, Teigman. And Guggenheim is going to need to get somewhere. Dribbles through the middle. You know, you're not supposed to do that, but it managed. And Guggenheim's going to slow it down as he brings it back out to the top. Holding out to a 5-point lead. Middle of the paint. Tough take. Jelly no good. Big man Tajikistan. And he flexes with that and 1 take. Going to extend the lead to 8 points. It is 7. He's going to look to extend it to 8 with the and 1. Yeah. Free throw. Not up yet. He gets it into Tajikistan. Shots up and down. Nice looking free throws. Just nestled into that net. Mendel is going to take it up. Now watch this. If I call him Mendel this possession, let's see if it works, if they're going to score. Shifty dribbling, Mendel into the paint, knocked away. No foul call.
I mean, he's going up strong. He's not going up strong enough. We've got to really stall the foul.
Guggenheim gets it over to Dahari. Dahari middle of the paint. Ball knocked away. Mendel behind the back. And that's a double dribble. That was a missed call. Wallach is going to go strong for that and 1. And he's been the only source of offense. The one single source of offense. And if you're Chavetz Chaim, you're going to need to just stay in front of him, keep him in check, and it looks like you're going to be good to go. But they've been unable to do that, and obviously easier said than done. Wallach going to be head to the line. For those who care, the Nets are holding on to a 53-51 point lead against the Miami Heat. Unable to get the rebound, knocked off the backboard, and Guggenheim's going to retain it. Dribbling up court. Surveys. You guys, Dahari, didn't see his open for 3. No good. And Wallach skies for the rebound. And the ref calls a timeout. And we're going to stop play at 12:35. And let's see what happens here. we want to thank the ref for clarifying there. Called the foul on the wrong player, had the wrong number, but he switches it up, and that changes the game. So now the foul could go from a star player to a role player who doesn't, who's less pivotal, or go the other way around and could hurt your team less. Dahari's checking in. We got 2 Daharis, Guggenheim, Tajikistan, Palestine, Pakistan, everybody. Mendel gonna take it up. Whoa, staying straight up, big body for Dahari, and he just discarded Mendel as he went up for that layup, and that is just a big body to go at, and unfortunately came at the business end for one of the 2 players, ended negatively for Mendel. Ball knocked away. Mendel, fingers pointing, and it's gonna go. Stein's ball. Netzach's crowd hasn't had much to cheer about, and they're looking for something to do just that. And not much positive going. Guggenheim did not step over the timeline, regardless of what the fans on Netzach say. Dahari gets the ball for 3. Nope. That wasn't a great look. It was contested, but Versalizer gets the offensive rebound. But kicked out, and Mendel's going to run. Pushes it up, and Teigman, they just blow a fast break layup. That was an opportunity that was just squandered, Guggenheim's going to take it slowly to make sure not to turn it over. That's over to Dahari, and they're safe into the front court. Dahari with Mendel hounding him. Other Dahari is going to get confusing. He's wide open. Guggenheim goes up, and he's fouled, and he's going to be headed to the line for an opportunity at 2. It's a jump. That is fantastic defense there. Yeah, Guggenheim was with me. He thought it was a foul. I thought he called a foul. And it's black ball. The Knights see if they could ride high on their stallions, or if they're just going to run into battle with no plan. These Knights haven't had much going for them so far.
Mendel, the leading scorer on that side. I'll give him the ball.
Over 3 Mittman. Oh, that was a huge opportunity for a bit of momentum as Guggenheim rips the rebound away from Teigman. Guggenheim, you got to watch him for that pull-up. He's got Dahari. Dahari wants that look. Oh, right into the paint. And a travel.
That's his 3rd travel call.
Yeah. But a lot of times, that time, there was some contact, and he didn't get the benefit of the doubt there. But, the other times, he did travel, and he's got to make sure he keeps his feet in check. 3 up for Netzach, no good. But Wallach with a tough rebound, and they're going to call the jump ball, and it's headed the other way. 6-point lead. It's been stagnant at 6. Now under 10 minutes. Very tight rotations in these playoff games. Guggenheim gets it up to Versalizer. Kicks full court, cross court pass, and now it's going to be a kick ball, and ball's going to stay with the Cavs. Excuse me. Right now the Cavs are beating the Knights, but in a real life fight, you have a Knight against a Cav, being both very similar figures. Who do you take? Was the question.
I'll take the shot.
That wasn't an option.
You are a Knight. You're basically telling the rest of your kingdom, I'm a Knight. I'm better than all of you. A Cavalier is basically, they're on themselves. They're just proving themselves. The Knight proving the whole kingdom.
Yeah, Cavs are more like vigilante, like they like Batman, like alone at night. Guggenheim puts up a 3. Well, that time the Cavalier looks like he reigns victorious, even though they usually have stupid feathers on their heads.
Thank you for all the viewers, 34 viewers.
Yeah, a nice showing from the guys at home, from the people at home. And we want to thank everybody for supporting us as Mittman almost loses it into the paint. And
a jump ball.
Jump ball's called.
After this game, the other semifinal game, it's May versus YFR. Winner advances to the finals. Championship next Sunday. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Well, here we have a storied franchise in the end, the Mesivta Sports Leagues, football, basketball. The foul's called on Dahari. But, Netzach, they've been to the championship a bunch of times. They won the varsity championship a couple years ago. They won the football championship a lot. But that's Chavetz Chaim team. They're new to the sports scene. And let's see, if they could get their first championship berth in 2 seasons. So pretty, 50% rate, not bad at all. 3 up and not good. Rebounded by Guggenheim, and he's going to look to take it up.
What I've noticed?
No, what's you notice?
That's how they've been putting up a lot of threes, not far. But their offensive rebounds, they're always getting the first hand of the ball. So they gotta really come down with it. They're always stripped away by the Cavs. They got to come down strong. They go up hard, but they got to come down strong with the ball. Getting those offensive rebounds, the second look will be astonishing and amazing. Down. One-on-one, that's your 7th foul.
Wow. Timeout called for Netzach. Wow. Crazy sequence right there. We were talking about offensive rebounds, and then 2 missed threes, and another opportunity due to offensive rebounds, but the ball stolen by Mendel, and he drew the foul. Now, like you said, the one thing that Netzach has going for them right now over Chavetz Chaim is their foul situation. They are in the bonus, and Netzach is only fouled twice so far, but they haven't been able to score regardless of the foul situation. So I'm saying they're gonna have to claw their way back into this game, and they're getting free looks at the free throw line now the rest of the way, and let's see if they could, capitalize on this opportunity. I want to shout out to Snicky waving to the broadcast. He's probably feeling some nerves, getting ready to play for the next game.
With the non-COVID.
Yeah, non-COVID related, almost absence, but he looks like he's good to go for the day. That play's going to start up.
Crowd attendance can't be any closer.
1-1, go to the line for
Netzach.
Which player on
Take the
Netzach?
free throw, it's going to be Mendel. No, it's going to be
Yeah, it is Mendel, you're right. No, you're right, it's Tegman. Tegman's shoes, we're a lot on the shoes today. Tegman's shoes kind of look like Jordans, you know what I'm saying? They're not though. He's got a nice looking J, but he's not wearing J's, even though they might fool you. As he gets the first one to fall, a little bit, soft touch from the big man. And let's see if he could capitalize on the full trip to the line.
Wow, the Haley
Rabbi Bennett and Ovadia embrace right in front of our camera angle. As Tegman gets the second one to fall. And look, here was that press we're talking about. You got 2 up, and then 2 backing them up, and then that big man in the back trying to prevent a leak out. But Guggenheim got to safely, he's been dribbling through their press, and that actually means they haven't been aggressive enough. Bushalizer swings to Guggenheim. He had the open swing to Finkelstein, but doesn't get it to go. Mendel, that was an easy call if you're the official. They're going to be headed to the baseline to try to get something out of this play. Guggenheim dribbles it out. He's going to face up with Mendel right now. Mittman trying to shade over. Guggenheim right in the middle, splits the defense, kicks it over. Pajerstein, but a turnover forced by the presence of Kurtz, and Netzach is going to look to push. Mendel pushes it over. Tegman, and he draws the foul. And he's going to go to the line. He's just hit 2 free throws and see if he can hit another 2. It's a 7-point game right now.
Another 1-on-1, that's your 5th foul. Score is 31-24, Chavetz Chaim. It's a clutch free throw for Tegman if he hits it. Rainbow, it goes.
He is a good free throw shooter.
That's 4.
Yeah. It's not something you see often, a consistently good free throw shooter. And that's something you love to have, especially when it comes to a big game or crunch time. He just went 4 for 4 from the line.
It's not only a 5-point game. Anyone can take it at this point.
You have to. They got past it. Pajerstein, layup. Headed to the line as the foul was on Wallach. But here's something you have to remember. Key players out for both of these teams, and you see which team stepped up without the presence of their starter.
We gotta get boards.
Yeah, but you're going to see the team who's going to be fighting from behind, which right now looks like that's going to be Netzach.
Kurt, shooter.
Clutch free throws, keep the team in the lead. You can see the first one. Second one, he's good.
That one's good. We've seen the big men so far be, coming up big at the free throw line. And under 5 minutes to go now.
You know, if you are a big man, you are destined to live by the free throw line. Getting that shot down is a very big advantage.
Wallach moves the pivot foot, uncalled.
Doesn't go, offensive rebound.
Dahari with the big rebound.
Miguel, watch him. Move over.
Yeah, they're not in a rush to go. Oh, he drills it! Wow. That was a huge play. You saw it. Wow. That was nice. Open three, keeps the form up, and just hits the Michael Jordan shrug. Let's look at that one more time.
Passes it over. Bucket. Nothing like that.
Look at that. Unbelievable.
Shout out to the 41 viewers.
Back out to a 9-point lead. Netzach is going to try to do whatever they can to keep it from going to double digits, and he answered. Guggenheim tries to get around Mimic, try to get this strong side, the right side. Gets around the defense, over to Versalizer, and they're good to go. Dahari, they left him a lot of space. Euro, and one foul. And they are hyped as they just left the big man open to make a move into the paint.
Dahari's patience. He didn't just let go of the ball. He held it in the air, drawing the foul, and then putting up the shot. What an amazing IQ by Dahari.
Yeah.
And one as Kazakhstan checks in for Jablonski.
You know, you said that great. He didn't just, make a move right as he touched the ball. He took a second, surveyed the defense, broke it down, saw what options he had, and, took the best one. Closing in on 3 minutes to go, a 9-point lead, and Netzach is going to need to climb out of a nice hole. Wendell, he went with his weak hand, but he somehow comes up with the layup, with the rebound but Versalizer ends up with the ball.
They got to get bigger in the paint. They have barely any offensive rebounds here in the second half.
Timeout called for Netzach, and look, no, for Kavitzheim. Both teams wanted a timeout, but I guess Kavitzheim is charged for it first. Now, we see Netzach, and they're just small mistakes after small mistakes, and they're just adding up.
And even with Kavitzheim's 8 fouls on the board, it's not comprehending enough. It's not big enough for an advantage for Netzach. They need to come out stronger. They need to come out harder. Right now, you can see Kavitzheim's mindset as they want to win. Netzach, they sort of lost that throughout the second half. Maybe they can regain it with 3 minutes left. Anything could happen, really.
Yeah, we saw last week an 8-point lead in the final 4 minutes, shriveled up, and ended up as a defeat. But, there's you got to realize at a certain point that it's now or never. And it looks like Netzach hasn't realized that yet. And as Yogi Berra would say, it's getting late early. Versalizer lining up to inbound it. Dahari is trying to get their point guard down there. And Mittman and Mendel are going to try to, force the ball out of Kavitzheim. Let's see if they're successful this trip down the floor. Guggenheim gets it over past Mendel. And good defense, poking it away. Wallach, middle of the paint, rolls over Guggenheim. A charge is called.
That's the first one of the game. That's crucial timing.
Guggenheim, he might have got the wind knocked out of him, but he stayed straight up in legal guarding position, and the outcome was in his favor. Dahari going to keep his head up at the shooter Braun open. Dahari looking to shoot that. Didn't see the closeout from Mittman, and Guggenheim is going to hold it now. Dribbles it out, not in a hurry as they're up 9. And wow. Shout out Ellie, but I'm not sure if that was a 3-second call in the paint or if that was a foul. But you see your guys just holding the ball, trying to milk the clock, and he just gave the ball back. There was no reason that Netzach should have got the ball back without fouling. Mittman out to Kurtz for 3. That was huge, and he missed it. Mittman skies for the rebound, and it's going to go the same way, it looks like.
1 minute 45 on the clock.
That's 9. Yeah, I got you. 9th grade math. But, you know, Min, these are big free throws, and it's not a guaranteed 2 shots. Right now, he's got to hit one to get a second shot. Oh, never mind. Good call from the fans. A double bonus, and it's going to be 2 shots. But regardless, Min makes the first one look pretty. Braun's going to check up for Tahari. Maybe a little bit of a defensive substitution. Let's see what goes down here. Min lines up for the second of 2 free throws. Puts it up and down. Tahari calls something out. Versalizer gives it over to Guggenheim. Oh, open Tahari in the corner. And is he going to hold it? He holds it. Gets it up to Guggenheim. Top of the key. Tahari, good ball movement, keeping it away. For 3! Oh, almost ices the game, and his third 3 of the game. Tahari goes up strong for the rebound. Wallach gets the ball knocked away, and a foul is going to be called on smaller Tahari. Minute and 23. Time's gonna stop now with every stoppage. And you know, for Kovatsky, the taste of victory.
On the floor. Zach is now saying the coach comes over.
Don't go to the table.
One more time, it's gonna be a technical foul. As ref is telling them now.
All right.
Commissioner does have a lot of power in this league.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
not mess with the Kess.
Wow, love it. Can you get that on a shirt? Don't mess with the Kess. And it's like, Zach, but he's never frowning.
Clutch free throw for Wallach. Bring it to a 6-point game.
You know, it doesn't seem like it, but one more free throw and it's a 2-possession game.
1, 2, 3 on the clock.
It's still a 2-possession game, actually. But Wallach is both to
Another
fall.
clutch free throw. A 5-point game. Guggenheim.
Oh, and they forgot about Tahari. He's open. Pass it to bigger Tahari. What's the call? Foul on the floor. And the Netzach fan is upset. Wide-eyed.
He was way too open here. The defense. Not
Wow.
at all.
Let's see, was it the right call? No.
He just jumped up, but maybe there was contact.
It looked like a travel. But no, there was contact, but it was after the steps. Netzach a little bit adamant that was travel, which it was. But Tahari unable to capitalize on an offensive rebound, and that's just a crucial mistake. Guggenheim dribbling it out, gets over to Tahari to Guggenheim. And I don't know why Netzach isn't fouling. It's about to hit under a minute. Wow. That was clearly kicked by Kurtz. And a bunch of parents of the Kovatsky side. Not about that call. The refs might have blundered there. Well, let's see if Netzach is able to capitalize.
Clearly off the foot.
We do have a replay. Guggenheim was asking for the replay.
Off the foot.
I just don't know if replay review is legal. Maybe we should ask a ref. That is a good question, though. We do have the replay, and it clearly indicates off of Avi Kurtz.
1 minute and 3 seconds. Clock winding down. Oh, a turnover and a jump ball. Looking like a travel either way.
That did not look like a jump ball. It did not look like they both had, possession of the ball for a long time, but both
Like
refs,
foul behind the back, probably.
I don't know. Both refs seem to have the same call. Tahari pushing it up. He got easily into the front court. Euro. Ron, he's a good shooter. Picks it up. Versalizer. Whoa, and Kurtz goes tumbling.
They called that foul for something different.
Oh, yeah. Well,
49.5 on the clock.
let's see. A 5-point game.
11 fouls.
That's a lot. 5-point game.
Also in the bonus with 8 fouls.
Under a minute to go. And what was a steady 9-point lead a minute ago. Like we said, crazy things happen.
5-point game this year.
Huge free throws.
Box out!
Oh, rims out! Wallach gets it up to Mendel. Mendel's going to push. That's to the Min. Min slows it down. Mendel gets it over to Kurtz. Kurtz knocked away. Guggenheim. Oh, and he trips up Guggenheim. They hug it out. But just crucial mistakes.
That was not the thing that he wanted to do.
Oh my God. That's twice they had the ball looking to make it a 1-possession game and fumbled the back.
That's all. Look of hope on their faces. Dispersed around the crowd.
Wow, what a word. I didn't think you'd use that right, but the way you said that was poetry in motion. Yet another clutch free throw missed. Wallach is going to go up court. Loses the ball for a second. Mendel gives it to Mittman. Mittman pump fake. Gives it to Wallach. Wallach. Mendel for three. And it's partially blocked. An offensive rebound. Teigman into Wallach. Layup. Gets it to go. 23 seconds. That's over to Guggenheim. Guggenheim and a foul on Mittman. Goes tumbling into the scores table. And a one possession game.
Shots. I don't think that was the right call foul.
Now here's the thing. Both teams are in the double bonus. So regardless of the foul, it's gonna be 2 free throws for everybody. Free throws for all. Let's see if Guggenheim can hit these. He hits the first one and makes it a 2 possession game, and those are crucial. Netzach side is trying to get loud, trying to prevent a 5-point lead. Guggenheim dribbles, free throw, doesn't get it to fall, and going that way. And is that a foul call? Shea Wallach is a good free throw shooter, and you don't want to send him to the line. 2 timeouts left for Netzach, they're not going to call it. Mendel goes up to Wallach, Wallach into the paint, and he gets into the lane. Timeout for Netzach. It's a 2-point game. 10 seconds left. You know what? Look at this. You got a 2-point game, 10 seconds, plenty of time for a shot. If you're a Chavetz Chaim, you got to get the ball up as quickly as possible. If you're Netzach, you got to just get to the ball as soon as you can. Got a quick foul and try to send them to the line. 1 missed free throw and it's still a 1 possession game. 2 missed free throws.
Oh my God,
That's just
on YouTube.
any shot and you're at least in overtime. So let's see how they react to this. See Netzach, a little bit of that hype injected back into them. Like we said, 3 minutes to go, a 9-point lead, and it's just a whole other ball game. You know, Netzach, even if they don't come out with this win, a valiant effort on their end, not giving up, and
Stay in the game. And they can still win, so let's see if that's all.
yeah, it's never over till it's over. 10.2 seconds left to go. Well, let's see how this last 10 seconds plays out for the biggest moment of these young players' careers. Zahari. Oh, and he shrugs Kurtz off. He did not like that. But you know what? It took less than a second for them to get to the ball and foul as Zahari's grabbing at his left, at his right leg. I didn't even realize he checked out. Oh, he's probably in foul trouble. They're probably just preserving foul trouble. Let's see, Netzach getting loud. These are huge for Zahari. And he gets the first free throw to fall. Now Netzach has their size in. Is the sub going to come in? Wechter, good heads-up play to make sure that his star gets in the ball into the game. And you're going to need a big box out. They have a big man for the shooter. They have Teigman with the length and Wallach with the size. And let's see if they can grab the missed board. And Mendel gets it. He's going to push up the floor. It's a 3-point game. And a turnover. It looks like the Netzach side called a timeout, but the refs missed it. And what a crazy turn of events. It looked like they had a chance to turn it all around.
They rushed it. You have to be aware of the time on the clock.
They should, you know, yeah, you're right. Part of that, obviously, the ref didn't see it. But part of it is on the players. They should have slowed it down and looked at the ref and said, we need a timeout right now. Plenty of time, they would have been able to drop an open three.
Yeah!
Zahari unable to get it. I'm not sure why all right, there they go. They tell the refs that it's a timeout on the rebound. They should have done that initially. Now let's see, this is Zahari's, the biggest free throw of his career. I mean, this is it. Violation on Dahari.
Can they advance the ball here?
Wow. And Netzach is going to have a look at the time. 3 seconds left. What a turn of events. Only in the NBA.
Wow.
You know, I don't even have to say anything. That's your form of entertainment right there.
Coach drawing up a play. Talking about how to turn the lead, turn the win. This is to advance to the NBA Finals. Stay tuned. Game to see who will be playing the winner of this game.
All right. Netzach crowd's engaged. Who are they going to look for the game tying 3?
Who do you think?
I asked you, but I think the best
Wallach
option.
is a beast in the paint. They need a 3 right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it to Wallach because he's not the most reliable shooter from deep. If Barron was in the game, it would be a no-brainer, but he isn't. I think your best shot right now
is Mendel.
Maybe Mendel, just because he's comfortable with the ball in his hand.
You know, he has the most points.
But I think if you're going to go with an off-ball play, an off-ball screen to generate an open look for a shooter, I'm going to turn to Mittman.
Yeah, Mittman also very reliable in this game. He also has a bunch of points.
He's a 9th grader, and you see him talking to the coach. Let's see if that means that.
9th graders prove themselves.
Hold up. Are they not advancing the ball? They can't advance the ball.
I thought they were able to.
I also did, but I guess not. And this changes everything. You're going to need a quick turn, maybe a dribble or two, and you're just going to have to put it right up there. And it's a deep one regardless. And now play. Off-ball screen, gets it up to Curse. He pass, hits it. Mittman. Oh, he gets every time! Oh! Wow!
Hit the ball. They had it with limited time. That was so stupid. Crazy shot. Hits the backwards, doesn't go in.
That was an interesting idea. They had Kurtz try volleyball tapping it backwards to the open shooter, and Mittman got the look off. Of all contested, it was an open look. Not open, but it was a decent enough look, especially with less than 3 seconds to drop a full court 3.
It's time. Moving on to the NBA Finals. They are the first seed, proving themselves.
Unbelievable,
They
yeah.
are worthy of this. And you know what they really are? They played a heck of a game.
They really
coming
did.
in versus a good Netzach team and proved themselves that they are finals bound. Who will be facing them in the finals?
The winner,
Stay tuned.
Yep, winner of May, YFR.
Versus YFR.
We're gonna meet with Aviad Dahari right now. Aviad, you played great today. Well, you led the team today. You know, you saw you had the ball in your hands and you knew what to do with it. What inspired you tonight? So you know, get the timely buckets and make the smart plays.
I don't know, man.
Love the love from the teammates.
Someone from the side. Gotta be the best. Gotta always be the best.
Love to see it. Yeah, of course.
You're advancing to the NBA Finals. How do you feel about that?
We're great. We're gonna win this thing.
Love to see it. Thank you for catching up with us. We played